Yes, my friend, you're writing hell here again, looping some tales through my feather pen. Stories such as these you have never heard before. Of this I'm very sure. So, if you are in the mood for something fresh and new, and probably told to you by someone who speaks real people words, same as you, then hop on, come along. We're actually going somewhere here. Today we continue on from where we left off in chapter 3. Therefore, this episode is to be chapter 3c. And it goes like this. Elezar is now old and waiting to hear the bell toll. What profit is there in gaining the golden girl and then lose the real prize, the world? He would have asked this of the young prince's fish while looking in through the aquarium's glasses, through that which was a gift of the offerings given to him by the squires at their passing, and was to be a sign to him of the wonderful things which were being done over there on their hallowed spheres, and which could easily be done among him and his kinds if they were to become friends and great allies on the squared king's vehicle. But that would have been after he would have heard about the test exploits of his son. That was when he was to speak through the glass of the aquarium and wonder out loud, what is this that had befallen my son? He would have wondered in concerns for him. He was red hot there under his collar and blue in the face, enraged at the general's pronouncements gave, grazing in the grass yard and not laughing too hard at the intention with him, and intent to go take it to them and to do them in. Know that the old is just about gone, and the young are in, or soon will begin. The princess too. She was young all right, but hers were the power over there by rights. Clems was to inherit this throne of his father Elezar in another hour or shorter. However, the general has got the might, at least at this stage in the young prince's life. She wasn't the king's first choice to become the prince's wife, but this is my life. Clemson the prince would have advised the advisor. He was an outsider to his inner circle provider, but was squarely inserted in, to be there and mingling in with him, apparently upon the wishes of his father king, the Lord King, who was, coincidentally, he was to be going the way of the burial ceremony shortly. Or was it? Was it really him who had sent the outsider in? The correct answer to that question seemed to be still somewhere out there and blowing in the wind. He had fallen hard for her sugar card, even though she was not a lord. She would have come on in, riding high on the tributes paying train, to pay respects to the dying king again. But then, she would have run squarely into sweet Clem. No, not that Clem. Clem's my friend. And we don't want to confuse up the two of them, the Clems. So, that is why we don't want to be calling them here by their common names over there. Anyhow, it's not like it had not happened there before, and everyone knew the score as to how that was found upon the door. But the young prince was not fazed, after all. These are modern days, things that changed from the old depraved, and the glory lies up ahead of the gaze. He would have relented to sin and would have allowed changes to begin. And everywhere around the kingdom's throne, there, look at it. See what I mean? There are joy and laughter everywhere, replacing frown and after fear. After the gears of Mary and Marcia's sharing up of the ginger beer, like after the afternoon's dream team was to be done with having their times praying the same, prophesying what will be the next happenings, and making predictions as to what will soon be happening around this modern day kingdom throne. Well, The joy and laughter were to be heard everywhere, but tough luck for someone's but no, please. Shut up and go put the button in the buttonhole on these. But really though, who was it? Who could the garment fit? Something is about to happen at the mixed up marriage in the coffin. Sorry, I meant to say, besides the coffin. But how could Lars have known that far? To have known that some of them were merely clowns, not stars, acting the parts unknown. Yes, Mr. For the greater good of a square's house and home in the wood, maybe. This is how it was to go. Once upon one of those times, he would have looked out over the waters and was to find that he and all of his kind had fallen, just like all of the other lords then. He too had fallen far behind, so that was when it would have happened again. He knew right there and then that he would have got to go out and spend the necessary time, and the overtime if he was to catch up in line with the rest of mankind. So he went on out with his fishing gears. He would have made some run calls in these. Yes, indeed. Clemson too would have ended up making leads with this Kingsley, or more like with someone in his lines dimly. His run call was now about to come calling in some faraway place called something like in the wastes indeed.